The real feel of my oral started 1 week before the oral examination. That was 1 week before I was having my pre-meeting with the convener and my primary supervisor. So just to let you know that convener is chosen outside of your subject area just to facilitate the oral examination. I wasn't actually much nervous at that point, but when I get closer and closer to my oral examination date, I feel so much pressure on me. That's because my friends and my family, they were continuously asking, so are you ready for your big day? I was like, yeah, it's going to be all right. But on the other hand, I couldn't actually pick any potential questions that I can prepare for my examination from the examiner reports. So I was really worried. Am I going to perform well? I tried a couple of options to relieve my firing stress. I tried to follow my usual workout routine, do some teaching and talking to my friends, but it didn't really work. I couldn't stop getting nervous and getting stressed. I think that's because I have put so much effort and time to successfully complete my PhD. So I believe that getting nervous before the examination is very normal. It was a kind of friendly academic conversation, and my examiners just wanted to know why certain things I have put in certain ways in my thesis. So they just wanted to know the real justifications from my words. And I believe my PhD experience was a positive experience, and it was interesting. I should not say that it wasn't challenging. It was challenging at some points. I believe that we should understand PhD is a high degree qualification, so it is supposed to be challenging. So the first step for getting through your oral examination is to believe yourself. I imagine every day that the oral examination is going to be a positive experience. Every day just after waking up, I thought it's going to be a positive experience. Same thing just before the bed. So imagination is really good attitude that we should make in our life that will bring the success to our lives. So first impression is the tip number 2 that I would like to introduce to you. I tried to make my introduction slightly differently. I didn't really want to repeat the same things that were in my thesis. So what I did was, I participated at AUT's 3 minutes competition last year. So I used that presentation with slight modifications as my introduction to my oral examination. So it was really interesting. It was not kind of academic sort of conversation, but it was a general, very interesting story that I built from my thesis. I started preparing for my examination 1 month before the tentative day of my oral examination. I tried a couple of options. I went through different blogs, YouTube videos, and I talked to my friends and just wanted to familiarize with this examination process. I also just after the examination, the pre-meeting, I went through the examiner's reports and I tried to pick up some potential questions out of the examiner reports. So what I exactly done was that I prepared kind of documents for my oral examination. The first document was that the introduction. So as I said to you before, you got to give kind of 5 to 10 minutes long introduction at the beginning of your examination. So I just prepared, some document just to support my talk just before the examination. And then I realized that one of my examiner 3, was quite critical in giving responses. So I thought I should prepare some, potential responses for his possible questions. So what I did was I prepared a document that might, pop up from the examiners. And then I tabbed the document just to, that will make the process quite fast. And plus the blogs and videos and the web pages that I went through, Using those sources, I prepared another document, potential PhD Viva questions. Then I tabbed again the title of those piece of writing. Lastly, I wanted to just tell you that it's important that you tab your PhD thesis chapters so that you can pick up the relevant chapter during your defense. And also, if you feel that you wanted to bring some other information, then you tab those sections very clearly as well. PhD is a high degree qualification. It is important that we talk to the point. When examiners ask questions, you have to be very precise and you talk to the point. I try to explain my answers with examples and my own experience, and I try to bring some past literature when I prepare my answers, and I was trying to be critical. So I think talking to the point, being critical, and supporting your answers with various sources are very important as well. I was appreciated by my examiners for being honest. I think it is important that you being honest during the examination. You don't have to, just cover up anything. You just tell what you have done. Examiners' suggestions can be amended after the examination. And what is important is to get through the examination very successfully. So being honest and talking the truth is very important aspect as well. Overall, I find that my PhD oral examination was a positive experience. And I believe that if you believe yourself, if you prepare by yourself, and then if you're honest, and if you talk to the point, being critical, and be excited to have some challenging experience, then you can do that.